MotorWeek is made possible by Rock Auto and Tire Rack.
Now, as much as we love V8 muscle in our muscle cars, the truth is the vast majority of these ponies right out of the dealership running on entry-level power with fewer cylinders. Rather than on-track performance, they're more about looking the bad boy part while keeping things on the daily driver down low. Well, here's how the entry-level power from the big three stacks up. So now that we've already seen how the V8s fare, time for our crew and the Cars.com folks to take a look at how these machines match up with fewer cylinders under the hood. There is a $38,000 price cap this time, so any non-V8 engine was up for grabs, which means that we got a Chevrolet Camaro and Dodge Challenger with V6s going up against an EcoBoost 4 Ford Mustang. In a reversal from the V8s, it's the Challenger that comes in with the least power here. Their 3.6-liter V6 rates 305 horsepower and 268 pound-feet of torque. The Camaro's 3.6-liter V6 outdoes it with 335 horsepower and 284 pound-feet of torque, while the Mustang's 2.3-liter turbocharged i4 slides in between at 310 horsepower, yet is tops in torque at 320 pound-feet. With automatic transmissions for all, it's off to the drag strip to see what happens once we start putting that torque down to the pavement. The Challenger hit 60 in 6.3 seconds and cleared the quarter mile in 14.5 seconds at 97 miles per hour. For the EcoBoost Mustang, it was a 5.6 bolt to 60 and a time of 14 seconds flat in the quarter, also at 97 miles per hour. So not to repeat ourselves, but just like the V8s, Camaro was the fastest with a 5.40 to 60 and a 13.6 quarter mile at a pretty hot 103 miles per hour.
They embarrassed the rest of the cars on the drag strip, and that 8-speed automatic transmission just works fantastic with the powerful V6 engine.
While not as tuned for fast corners as the V8s, we still wanted to sort out this trio's track worthiness on a road course.
I think the EcoBoost Mustang is one of the most fun vehicles in this test. It feels so very completely different than some of the other muscle cars here. It's light, it's tossable, it has plenty of power from that turbocharged 4-cylinder.
With numbers and plenty of street and track impressions in the bag, it was time to declare a winner. For a full breakdown of scores, head to Cars.com, but here's how things shook out. Coming in third was the Dodge Challenger. Much like its V8 counterpart, though a very comfortable car, it's just too old school muscle while the rest of this class has moved on. And it doesn't really bring that much muscle to begin with.
With the V6, the Challenger is by no means slow, but it's not the quickest of the group. It's a little bit more of a family car that looks great and actually turns a corner reasonably well for what it is.
This time, second place went to the Chevrolet Camaro. While it had tons of track performance, it fell short in the most important environment for non-V8 muscle cars.
The more time I spend in the Camaro on the street, the less I like it. Don't get me wrong, it's way better than it used to be, but the inside is still cramped and the visibility is still atrocious.
That leaves the EcoBoosted Ford Mustang for the top spot here in this I could have had a V8 challenge. It may not have been the most capable at the track, but it clearly was the most fun, and its street manners were the top of the class.
So what I really like about the EcoBoost Mustang is just its big mid-range power. You know, once that turbo starts kicking and you're in the right gear, it pulls really hard. And especially on the track, I was very surprised by how crisp and how sharp the throttle was on the track for a turbocharged engine.
So the EcoBoost Mustang really does have that more of a European sports car feel than an outright muscle car. And that's just fine as it opens it up to a whole new class of buyer.
While it's easy to view all of these pony cars as finishing well behind their macho V8 kin, each still delivers performance above and beyond their V8 ancestors of even a few short years ago. Plus, all are much easier to live with and insure on a daily basis. So yeah, you could have had a V8, but these days, to show your muscle, you don't have to.